What's up, peeps? This is Todd, and welcome back to my show. Today we're going to talk about 5 things that rich people do not buy. If that sounds good, let's hop into the video. So the first thing that rich people do not buy are brand new cars. Most rich people became wealthy because they're really smart, they practice budgeting, and they prioritize saving and investing. Rich people understand that a brand new car will lose about 60% of its value in the first 4 to 5 years. Imagine making an investment that cost you $100,000 and you know that in 4 or 5 years, that $100,000 investment is only going to be worth $40,000. That is not an investment that you would make, but unfortunately, that is what most people do when they go out and buy a brand new car. So instead, rich people buy lightly used cars. In my own experience, this year we bought my wife a 2018 Toyota RAV4. It was lightly used, one owner, it only had about 17,000 miles on it, and we got it for $15,800, which is about $8,000 below retail. So not only did we buy a used car, we also got an $8,000 discount from what those used cars are actually going for. Now, the second thing that rich people do not buy is whole life insurance. I have been in the insurance industry since I was a teenager. Other than running my own businesses, insurance is actually the only job I've ever had. I am licensed to sell every type of life insurance that there is, and I personally choose not to sell whole life insurance. I choose not to sell whole life because I think it's a bad financial product, and rich people think it's a bad financial product too. My friends, I know a lot of millionaires, and I know a lot of people in the middle class, and I can tell you firsthand that the millionaires that I know, they aren't buying whole life insurance, but folks in the middle class are. If anyone out there is debating what type of insurance they should buy, don't think of insurance as an investment, just think of it as insurance. It is much better for your bottom line to buy term life insurance and invest the difference. That's what I do, and I'm a licensed insurance agent, and also, that's what all of my rich friends do. Now, the third thing that rich people do not buy is fast food. Rich people understand that fast food is terrible for you and it slowly kills you. I know that so many people are worried about the coronavirus because over the last year and a half, COVID has killed about 500,000 Americans. That's tragic, it's horrific, it's really scary. And also in 2019, heart disease killed about 630,000 Americans. In other words, in the year 2019, more Americans have died from heart disease compared to the amount of Americans who have died in the last year and a half from COVID. That's not to take anything away from COVID, but just to prop up heart disease is a really big problem too. Now, people who are poor or in the middle class, they might buy fast food because at the time, it's cheaper. You can go to the McDonald's menu and get a lot of calories for just a few bucks. Because of that, you can feed an entire family for very cheaply. But there's another cost to fast food, and that's your health. You'll probably have to take more time off work because you're sick. You'll have a greater chance for heart attack or stroke. And the medical bills that could pile up from being really unhealthy would greatly outweigh the money you save by eating at McDonald's. Now, the fourth thing that rich people do not buy are extended warranties. I own a lot of houses, and each house that I have has a washer and a dryer and a dishwasher, and there is always an option to pay a premium to protect that dishwasher for 5 years after the manufacturer's warranty. I never ever buy those extended warranties because they're a ripoff. When you're wealthy, you're able to self-insure, which is a much cheaper way than paying a premium for something that probably won't actually break. Remember, the way these extended warranty companies make money is enough people buy these warranties for products that won't actually break down during that warranty period. In other words, you'll have all this premium, this influx of dollars paying for these warranties, and only a fraction of these products will actually have a defect and break down. So these companies are happy to pay out on the few dishwashers that actually do break down during the warranty period because they just sold warranties on 1,000 dishwashers where it won't break down and they won't have to pay money out. So for most people, you're better off self-insuring because chances are your dishwasher is not going to break down in that warranty period anyway. The extended warranty companies know that, which is exactly why they're in business. Now, the fifth thing that rich people do not buy are low quality, cheap products. So let's say you have a scenario here where you're going to the department store and you look at 2 tables. One table is kind of flimsy, it's not built super well, but it's cheap, it's $50. And the other table, it's sturdier, it's stronger, it's built better, but it's a bit more money at $85. Someone who is poor or someone who is in the middle class might choose that $50 table, take it home, and then eventually that table breaks, and so they go back to that same department store and buy another $50 table. In other words, that poor person or person in the middle class might be spending $100 because they spend $50 on one table that breaks, and they come back and they spend $50 on that same table, hoping that it doesn't break. A rich person will spend the one-time $85 to buy the better table that's a sturdier, better product. Rich people do the same thing with clothing. You can buy a pair of jeans for like $15 and you can buy many of those jeans. But what rich people would probably do is they wouldn't necessarily buy Gucci or designer, but they would buy a well-fitted, well-made pair of jeans that maybe cost $40 or $50 instead of $15, but they won't break down and they're going to last you much longer. Well, I hope this video was helpful to you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.